Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Jaclyn, back at it again with another video. So, as you can see by today's title, we are doing a Jaclyn Hill times Morphe Armed and Gorgeous tutorial. Also, I have my Invisalign in, so excuse me if my teeth look different or my voice sounds different. Everyone tells me it doesn't really sound different, but I think it does, but whatever. I'm super excited to be filming a makeup tutorial for you guys. I feel like I just never have time to film anymore, so I'm really happy to be back filming. I'm gonna film a couple videos today, so I hope you guys are ready. If you guys wanna see the look that I created with the Jaclyn Hill palette, just keep on watching. All right, guys, so we're gonna just start by diving into this bad boy. So this is what the packaging looks like. It is honestly so gorgeous. Really, really sleek, shiny white, and the palette itself looks like so. It is so beautiful. I am obsessed. So I did an Instagram poll asking if you guys would rather see a Instagram live tutorial or a YouTube tutorial using the Dark Magic palette or the Armed and Gorgeous palette, and as you can see the results on the screen somewhere here, Armed and Gorgeous won, and they wanted it on YouTube. So here I am, here we are, here you are. Let's go. If you are not following me on Instagram, please make sure to do that. I will insert my Instagram somewhere on the screen. I'm gonna do a talk through tutorial because I am only doing my eyes. Usually I do voiceovers, but it's gonna be like a shorter video, so I figured I would talk through it. I'm gonna zoom you guys in so you can see what we're doing. Okay, I feel like this is good. I already did the swatches of these on my Instagram for you guys, so I'm not gonna swatch them in the video, which is why you should follow me on Instagram so you don't miss things like that. Ew, I'm an ugly winker. Anyways, so first off, I'm going to go into this color right here, which is called Access. So I'm going to dip in with my Morphe M433 brush. We're just going to start working this back and forth into the crease. Oh, hello, pigment. So I'm just working this from outer to inner corner. And I'm kind of using the side of the brush now, once I have the product placed there, just to kind of fan it out. This brush is actually very nice. Wow. And my eyes are already primed with concealer, by the way. Just working in back and forth motions and little circular motions to blend it upward. I'm gonna pick up a little bit of this orangey shade, and this one is called Secure. So I'm gonna take some of that on the exact same brush, and I'm just gonna put that right in the actual crease. Exact same motions, just keeping it a little bit lower than the lash shade. And then taking that exact same brush again, I'm just going to go back into Excess, which was that yellow shade, and just blend it right over top of that. Just like so. And I used one side of the brush for the orange and one side for the yellow. So I'm going to pick up a different brush, and this one I'm going to pick up is the Morphe M441, and I'm going to go into the shade Top Secret, which is the green right over here in this little corner. So I'm just going to start pressing this into the outer corner. Just like so. And I'm going to start with just a little bit and then work my way to deepen it up. But so far, so good. Pigment is nice. Slight fallout, but not much. And I'm just doing this like kind of on the outer third of the eye. Just going to pick up a little bit more. Intensify that color a little bit, and then once again start blending it up into that orangey shade. And now when I don't have a lot of product left, I'm going to just start dragging it onto the inner corner, and it doesn't really matter if this gets on your lid because we're going to be carving it out with some concealer anyways. So I think I'm happy with that for right now. I'm just gonna dust off anything from underneath the eye bulb. Next, I'm going to go in with my, this is another Morphe, it's called the S6. It's a dirty angled brush, and I like to use this to carve out my eyebrows and to carve out cut creases. I'm going to take my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Light Sand and put some on the back of my hand just like that. And we've coated it now with concealer, as you can see. And we're going to place a little bit right at the base here. Now, I had my makeup done from earlier, so I do already have a little bit of mascara on, but typically, don't do your mascara yet. I'm just going to start putting quite a bit of product at the base. Another thing I really like to do is to keep my eyes open when I'm doing my eyeshadow. Notice how I haven't closed them a lot? Your eye is going to look so much different when it's closed than when it's open. You lose a lot of your lid space when your eye is open versus closed. So just take your time with this, really focus on carving out that crease, use the shape of the brush to your advantage, and just be precise. And we're taking the concealer once again about halfway, just meeting that green. And then once you have it all at the top, just kind of bring it down like that. So now you're gonna see it looks a little crazy because you have a lot of concealer and a lot of eyeshadow and it just looks like a straight line. We don't want that, sweets, we don't want that. One of my tips is I like to kind of warm up my finger. Take my ring finger because it applies the least amount of pressure and just lightly start to kind of blend the two shades together and it will start to do a little something like that. So see how it's a little bit more like meshed together? It doesn't have to be perfect because we are putting shadow over top of this, so don't worry about that, but that's it for the concealer. Now I'm going to take my MAC 242 brush. It's just like a flat brush just like that. And I'm going to go in with the shade VIP, which is this beautiful like frosty white shade up here. So you can see the pigmentation is crazy with this shade. And notice how I'm just pressing the shadow on versus like sweeping it. Pack it on, like use the brush shape once again to its advantage and just follow that line that you traced out so it's really, really seamless. Like I'm almost doing like a press and drag lightly. And once we get to the center here, I'm gonna make sure that I don't have a lot of product left on the brush. And I'm just lightly gonna start to sweep the shade VIP into Top Secret. Just lightly like that. So you have a really nice fade. And then I'm gonna go back in with the same brush, which was the M441, and pick up Top Secret again, just lightly, and press it over top of that line. Normally I would throw on some liner, but I actually really like how this looks. So I am going to throw on some lashes. These lashes are used and abused. These are the Scarlets from Huda Beauty. And I'm just going to take my Duo Lash Glue. This is just the brush-on one. I really like this one. And I'm just going to coat this along the entire line of the lash band. So all right here. And then I'm just going to let this sit and just wait for this to dry. Now, this is the important part. Most people do not wait long enough for lashes to dry. Don't wait 30 seconds. Wait like a minute to a minute and a half for this to get tacky. You should see the color of the glue change, okay? So see how it's like pretty vibrant right now? When it's dry, this should be darker, okay? So while we wait for this lash to dry, we're gonna go ahead and do the bottom of our eye. We're just gonna take our M432 brush and we're gonna go back in with the shade Top Secret and we're just gonna buff that along the lash line. So keep it really close to the top here. Oh, I like this brush a lot. So take this one pretty much to the inner corner, but always start on the outer corner where you want the most pigment and just kind of flick it up so it connects with the top of the lash line. Then I'm going to go in with the M433 brush and we're going to go back in with Access again. We're just going to take it right on the tip of the brush. And we're going to just buff that underneath it just to blend out any harshness and connect it to the top. Going back in with our MAC 242 brush and the shade VIP, we're just going to pop that right on the inner corner. And whatever's left over, I'm just going to pop it right on the brow bone. Alright, so now we're going to check our lash, and it looks like it is pretty much tacky enough. So the difference when the glue is drying, it's not as white, and it almost looks more like of a blue shift, okay? What you're going to want to do is kind of place the lash wherever you feel most comfortable. A lot of people place it in the center. I do as well. So I'm gonna pop it on just like that. And then once you have it in the center kind of balanced, what you're gonna do is just kind of pull the outside and stick it down. And then the same thing for the inner corner. Bada bing, bada boom. Now you have an eyelash on. And as you can see, the difference is insane. So now that this eye's all done, I'm just gonna do the other eye off camera and I will be right back. So this is the finished eye look. I'm super impressed with how it turned out. This palette is absolutely beautiful. If you guys can get your hands on it, I highly recommend it. So yes, that concludes today's video, you guys. I hope that you enjoyed this eye tutorial. If you want to see more in-depth eye tutorials like that, please like this video and comment down below more ideas that you want to see. And if you want to see more videos from me, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and also hit the little notification bell if you have not already, so that you do not miss my videos when they go live. Thank you all so much for all your love and support thus far on my channel, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye, guys. I'll put it. Ow. I did a poll on Instagram. No, not What do I I feel like I just need to start this up. Wow, I forgot how to film. So this is the finished look. I'm super looked.